I'd like to welcome Michael Ray to the show today. Did you grow up in LA?
No, actually, Rich, I was born and raised in Virginia, around Roanoke, and that's about I think 3 hours from where you are, correct?
Yes, I live in Waynesboro, Virginia.
Yeah, I know right where that is. I've played through Waynesboro.
Okay. Um, what makes you different than any other artist out there?
Oh, that's a good question, Rich. I write all of my own songs. I compose all the lyrics and all the melodies, and everything that I sing and record is my original material. So that separates me from some of the artists, I believe.
Okay. What's your goals for 2014?
I have a couple goals. One of them, I'm dating a beautiful young lady, and I'm actually hoping to maybe get married in 2014. The other goal that I have is I'm working on a brand new CD. I've recorded 6 CDs, and one of the CDs we're talking about today, my newest one, is "Can I Run to You?" And it's been downloaded and played over 3 million times. And I'm doing a brand new CD, my seventh CD. I'm recording it now, so that's one of my other goals. It will come out in 2014.
That's awesome. Um, I was reading on Facebook the other day that you was making another video.
I sure am. I'm actually producing 3 brand new videos as we speak. Um, I've been working on 2 of them for a couple months, and the third one I'm going to be shooting part of it in Miami, and part of it I'm going to shoot in Arizona. So I have 3 brand new ones that will be out in the next 3 months or so.
Okay. Where do you like to go to relax?
Well, I'm all the time between Los Angeles and Phoenix. I go back and forth all the time. And I like Las Vegas. I like Tucson, Arizona. I like Sedona, Arizona. So between those 4 places, that's kind of where I travel when I'm resting.
Okay. Do you write music for anybody else?
Well, to tell you the truth, all of the music that I write for my own CDs. But I do have 2 producers in Los Angeles that have asked me to write some movie scores. So I'm actually working on some projects in that vein.
Okay. Do you only play the piano?
No, I actually play the drums and I play the piano. I started playing drums when I was 7 years old, and my father is a musician. He's a singer, and he was doing a big concert. There were thousands of people there, and I was 7 years old the first time I played to a big audience. And I remember Dad, he said, "Tonight my son, Michael Ray, is going to be playing drums with the band." And so he had me come up. I had a red sparkled set of drums. They were made by Ludwig back then. And I remember performing, and after I performed, everyone gave me a standing ovation. And I was just 7. I was just a little kid. I remember sitting on the front row, and this beautiful brown-haired little girl named Connie came up to me, and she said, "Hi, my name's Connie. Can I sit with you?" And I said, "Well, yes, you may." I said, "My name's Michael." And she said, "Hi, Michael." And I said, "Well, hi, Connie." And she said, "Nice to meet you." And I said, "Well, it's nice to meet you too." And I remember looking at that beautiful brown-haired, brown-eyed girl, and I thought, I want to do this the rest of my life.
Um, what sacrifices have you had to do to keep playing music?
Well, when we were growing up, my brother Steve and I, he was 7 and I was 10. And when I was 10, I started playing the piano and Steve started playing the drums. So when the other kids were outside playing ball and riding bikes, we were inside rehearsing and practicing. And we had a go-kart that Mom and Dad bought us, so we would ride our go-kart on the weekends. But during the week, we stayed inside and we practiced. And we've done right now about 2,300 concerts, played through about 35 states, and been out of the country numerous times. And we've played to over 1 million people face to face. So it's been quite the journey.
How long has you and your brother Stephen been playing together?
Well, ever since he was 7 and I was 10, so our whole life. And we've played with some of the greatest musicians in the world. When you go to some of my websites, I have pictures. Jeff Vinholt, who was the lead singer of Black Sabbath. We've done concerts with him. Reggie Benson, who's Alice Cooper's guitar player. He wrote or co-wrote a song called $Billion Babies and Smoking in the Boys' Room. We've done about 25 shows with Reggie and done records with him. Bob Carlisle, who's famous for Butterfly Kisses. We did a big concert with him, about 6,500 people. And a few years ago, the Four Tops called. They called actually my friend Joey C., who was Michael Jackson's guitar player. And he asked Joey C. if Steve and I and Joey would be their band for a large concert. So that was fun. We did a 4-hour concert with them. And during that 4 hours, they gave me an hour so Steve and I could do our original music too. And so that was a lot of fun. But we've had the privilege to play with over 100 famous musicians. I actually have their pictures on my wall in my home.
If you could change anything in the world, what would it be?
Well, you know, truthfully, Rich, I think the stress level is so high. I think people are worried about money. They're worried about their relationships. They're worried about sickness. And people don't laugh. They don't seem to laugh that much anymore. If I could change anything, I'd like to see romance go all through the world. I'm a romantic guy. I write romantic music. My last CD is all romantic. The new one's all romance. And I'd like to see people just fall in love and be happy. That's what I'd like to see.
That's great. How can people contact you on Facebook or etc.?
Well, to tell you the truth, it's very simple. All of my websites are Michael Ray Piano. So you spell it MichaelRayPiano. So my official website is michaelraypiano.com. And I have everything on there, pictures of all the stars that we've performed with, and upcoming events and shows and video productions. We have all that listed. And if you go to Facebook, you can just search Michael Ray Piano. If you go to Twitter, on Michael Ray Piano, MySpace, Michael Ray Piano, the YouTube, Michael Ray Piano. We've had over 700,000 views this year on YouTube on 4 videos. We're on Reverb Nation, and just look up Michael Ray Piano. So that's the way you can find me. In the last year, we've had about 200,000 fans and friends that have befriended us on all of those sites.
Thanks for being on the show today.
Well, thank you, Rich. You know, you've been my friend for 4 or 5 years. You were my friend in MySpace, and for about 3 years on Facebook. And I just want to tell you, I'm proud of you. I've seen your channel. You've done like 200 videos. I'm amazed. I'm amazed you've done that many videos with all these people. But I'm very proud of you, and I thank you for having me on. And I look forward to doing it again one day.
Yeah, maybe next time we could get you to play the piano or something.
Oh, I can do that. I've got my brand right behind me. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah.
But I've got it right behind me. Next time, maybe I'll do that.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Rich.